Dikshu, good to see you again in this capacity as Honorary Consul General of Albania. How do you see India-Albania ties being strengthened in the work that you've been doing and in this visit of the Foreign Minister?
Well, there are a wide gamut of initiatives that are being taken up by both the governments between Republic of Albania and India on how to take our relationship to the next level. And this covers aspects of political engagement, diplomatic engagement, business. There's a lot of potential here between the trade and investment that can happen between the two countries, particularly because both the countries at this moment are fast transforming and there's a rapid pace of development that is taking place. India, as we know, is galloping ahead and today stands as the 5th largest economy, poised to become soon the 3rd largest economy in the world. And Albania, on the other hand, is also amongst the fastest growing economies in Europe. So while we keep hearing about certain countries in Europe slipping into recession, Albania is galloping ahead. So there is opportunity there as well. On the cultural front, there are many aspects that are now being explored, including, of course, tourism, which stands to be a completely untapped potential between the two countries. We all know the potential that India offers in tourism, and in Albania, a country with a population of a shade under 3 million people, had more than 10 million visitors alone last year. So that's the kind of potential of tourism that it offers, including investments in tourism infrastructure. And then, of course, most importantly, I would believe the people-to-people relationships that can be strengthened. That
all right. So how? Of course, the devil, of course, Dikshuji being in the detail, how do we get that people-to-people connect promoted? What is the effort that we can do to stimulate it?
So the relationship between India and Albania is very special. And it is really centered not just about trade, investment and government policies, but really it's the best example of how a people-to-people relationship can become the fulcrum between two nations. And I'm here trying to talk about Mother Teresa, that global icon who belonged and was born in Albania and here today spent her life in India. She is the perfect example of the relationship in terms of people-to-people that can be fostered between the two countries. I see that as a befitting example and a source of inspiration of what can be created as people-to-people exchanges between the two countries, whether it is in the realm of education, health, IT, tourism, or even Bollywood.
All right. So Dikshuji, I have to ask you the most obvious question, because I know there's a larger rubric for people watching this broadcast in India. If you just put a map in your mind of the southeastern Mediterranean, you have Greece, and to the north of it, you have, of course, Albania. And we are now constructing or hoping to construct not only physically, but put together the puzzle piece of what we call the India-Middle East economic corridor. I'm being told it's being seen as a major strategic priority for India. And Albania would be one of the ideal through ports. So how is IMEC being examined in the context of these things?
I think IMEC is a great global initiative as we in the 21st century realize that the world is today a global village. IMEC in that direction is an initiative as centuries ago we used to set up the Grand Trunk Road and similar infrastructure which would bring civilizations together. And from that point of view, it's a very welcome move and which is being also heralded by India. Albania, as in many other spheres of strategic cooperation and partnership with India, is also poised to be, of course, a partner in such initiatives.
All right, Mr. Dikshu Kukreja, wish you all the very best in the conduct of this important conversation that's happening in Delhi as we speak. Of course, on the sidelines of a lot of these delegates attending the Raisina dialogue underway in the capital right now.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.